result. Smashing the niggas that's trying to stop the dough. To get focused, nigga, we about to blow. The money, the jewels, the crips, the cars, the clothes, the bitches, the guns, the knives, the aerosol. Smashing the niggas that's trying to stop the dough. To get focused, nigga, we about to blow. The money, the jewels, the crips, the cars, the clothes.
Welcome to another live session at the Blunt Lab. I am Al, joined by my brother Marcus. What's poppin'?
What up? What's up?
Yeah. Before we get to the serious shit, there was this one quick video. Now, the wife didn't think that it was funny, but I mean, I find most ass whoopings, depending on the situation, a little funny. But go ahead and roll that first clip.
Oh my God.
No, he did
For
not.
those of you
because he
that can't see,
but he definitely got to delete it.
that was an
The fuck around
officer
and find out was a person.
trying to muscle a dude around, and that dude turned the table on him.
Oh my God.
One shot.
Oh my God.
I'll say, bro, that noise, that sound is the funniest thing in the world to me. I watch any video with that sound, that audio put on. It's so good. But yeah, man, I've seen more videos like this recently, but not just like cops, but just like race-related fights like this, and people having to remind others that this isn't the 50s, you know?
Yeah, we're not our ancestors. We are not our ancestors. I mean, if you want to fuck around and find out, I mean, by all means, you're going to find out. You know, it's like I said before, you know, these Karens, and it starts off with these Karens, you know, male or female, they're all Karens. Should have been stopped off at the head, man. Before the epidemic, they should have been stopped off at the head. And the only way to do that is, you know, unfortunately, you know, with violence. You know, I don't advocate for it, but I mean, in certain instances, it's required, unfortunately.
Like I always say, man, most things, most changes historically have been through violence. As sad as that is, it's just human nature.
Yeah, and it's fucked up. And speaking of violence, right on into it. In this particular case, I mean, we all know that ICE has been on a rampage in certain cities, getting away with illegal. I mean, essentially a lot of the things that they do is illegal, especially holding a kid hostage to force a parent to come out of a house. Illegal. Showing up without a warrant, rolling up on people. I mean, look, you're in an unmarked vehicle, you're wearing Temu police gear. You have masks on, and you want cooperation? Like, go ahead and roll it. You know, in this particular case, they're trying to say that this lady and Sheriff Grady, which is in your state, Marcus, normally the shit he has to say entertains me. You know, not that I agree with half of it, but, you know, normally when he's talking shit on the mic, it's somewhat entertaining. But in this particular case, you know, he took the stance of, well, this chick tried to run this particular federal agent over and essentially deserved to be shot. So go ahead and roll this tape.
Angle we have from the scene. You can break it down frame by frame. Here you can see Agent 1 trying to open the car door while the driver is reversing, clearly trying to leave the area. And here, Agent 2, the one who eventually fires, is holding up his phone and recording. Then driver shifts gears and prepares to move forward. Instead of stepping out of the way, Agent 2 draws his weapon. From the angle of the front wheels, it's clear she is attempting to steer around Agent 2, not toward him. And there is the first time he pulls the trigger. Both of his feet show that he has fully cleared the front of that vehicle. You can see him quickly adjust his footing and pursue the vehicle, and fires 2 additional shots through the open driver's window. This is another angle shared by Donald Trump, presented as evidence that the driver was intentionally trying to strike Agent 2. Compare both angles side by side. It's clear that at the moment the first shot is fired, he is already fully clear of the front of the vehicle. There is only one bullet hole in the windshield, which further indicates that the other 2 shots were fired through the side window.
They are already trying to spin this as an action of self-defense. To ICE, get the fuck out of Minneapolis.
And Sheriff Grady essentially was like, "Oh, that mayor is a scumbag for talking that kind of shit about federal." Essentially, it sounds like Sheriff Grady is supporting this. Now, that video is broken down for you in slow mo. There's no way in hell she was trying to hit that cop. And second, for those that don't know,
trying to turn around to the right.
And for those that don't know, she was shot in front of her wife. Her wife witnessed this whole thing go down. And after they shot her, the cops didn't want to render aid to her. Now, at one point, I mean, try to phrase this in a way where it doesn't. Pretty soon, we're going to see a video of somebody shooting ICE and not ICE shooting somebody in a situation like this.
I have a question though about ICE. Well, what? Maybe some of our listeners could help me out with it, educate me, because hey, I'm who I am. I can always learn. I learn things every day.
Every day.
Are they just targeting people of color? Are those the only illegal immigrants? Because I mean, I'm assuming that there are illegal immigrants from European countries, or maybe like Australia, or
now this.
I don't know.
This is the first I'm seeing him shoot a white lady. Yeah, this is the first I'm seeing him shoot a white person. Because before this, my answer to that question would have been yes. They are targeting black and brown. But before this white lady got shot, I was like, ooh, you know. Granted, she was there, you know, they're pegging her as a antagonist or what have you. You know, someone who's protesting.
So I mean, like, protesting equals murder or like death? Like difference of opinion equals death? Like I'm confused as to like where does the line get drawn? Like I know we don't do politics on this show, and like it's so divisive, and like either way we agree that this is two heads of the same snake to me, to us. But I'm just confused as to like why every day there's something new. Like every day. I don't know if people remember what life was 20 years ago. Like there wasn't a scandal every day. 15 years ago, 10 years ago, there wasn't constantly something happening to where we're being divided even more and more and more. Like the separation is growing to where I don't know that we'll be able to heal as a country after this is all said and done.
Oh no. Because, you know, with the way the government is doing things now, all willy-nilly, and I'm just going to say the government. I'm not going to name names because, you know, it isn't about names. You know, it isn't about names. It's about the government as a whole. You know what I'm saying?
There's them, and then there's us. And it's always been like that.
Like, look, it's going to come down to them fucking around and finding out. Because, you know, I told you before, you know, the cops have been killing us for decades. For as long as we can go back, motherfuckers with badges have been hunting us down and killing us, and they're still doing it today. But I told you, I'm the kind of person that, you know, hey, look, again, I don't advocate violence, although I can appreciate good violence. If a cop unlawfully murders someone I love, it isn't going to be protesting. There isn't going to be marching. No. You better make sure you leave the country and take anyone that shares your blood with you. Because until I'm gunned down, I am going to wipe out anything or anyone close to you, even your fucking dog or cat. If you have fish, I will fucking topple your aquarium over and watch them flop. There isn't going to be any kind of marching for that. And I told you, ICE is doing a lot of unlawful shit. If you unlawfully come from one of my own, that's your ass. Because, you know, again, There's amendments to protect us from shit like that. That's why we're allowed to carry. So if you unlawfully come for me or any one of my own, and this includes you, Grady, since you want to support that bullshit, yeah, you gonna get it. Fuck around and
Like,
find out.
Protests. I mean, I understand, like, protests. Like, I would assume that would be a peaceful thing, or like that is like, I thought that was an American right to have your opinion, whether it's different or the same, but you had the ability to express it. I thought that was like the whole thing of the last couple of years. It's like, people being able to say what they want to say, and there's no, but like death is the repercussion for speaking
according
out
to this new government.
And like,
oh, welcome back, Hugh. We haven't heard from you in a while.
Hugh, what's up? Congrats on your Eagles, man.
Yeah. Hugh, I can't. I mean, I can't agree more. I can't agree more. I should have read what Hugh said. My bad.
But this is the thing, though, with the list, it's gonna implicate so many people that I don't know. It's gonna be bad.
They're making a ton of noise to cover that up.
It's the distractions.
With
I feel
AI,
like this happens all the time.
With AI improving the way it is, they're going to say that, oh, this is, hey, I miss you too, brother. We miss you too, my man.
Yes, sir. We miss you too, man. We appreciate you.
They're going to say
Happy
that.
New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year. I hope you and the family had a good one too, brother. They're going to say that any photographs, oh, this is AI doctored. AI is improving every single day, but that's what they're going to fall behind when some of this shit starts to come out. Oh, it's AI, it's not real, blah, blah, blah. But we all know. Thank you. Appreciate that, you.
I have a slight solution to it. Not a solution, but I have like an idea of what we can do. This is a time to strengthen or reform that relationship with our Lord, brother. Times like this, we need him more than ever. Like, we need him more than ever. And like, I know I've talked about it on the show before, but like being a new father, like the fears that have unlocked in me that I had not ever thought about. Like if something happens to me, whatever, like before anything, you know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. But now it's like the element of him makes everything, like, it makes me analyze everything that's happening in the world. And I pray for him. I pray for our future. Like, this is ridiculous, bro.
The wife and I have debated on whether or not we want to become Canadians or full-blown Africans. Because, I mean, we thought about the Philippines, but China is doing so much corrupt shit over there. They're essentially going to, like, fuck that country up initially. I mean, there's so much corruption going over there. Like, that's not even an option. And, Haiti's not even an option because of what the United States is doing. So we were like, you know what? Maybe Canada, maybe Africa, if they can still hold strong. I mean, you see they try to murder that one general, Ibrahim, whatever his name is, the one rebelling against the U.S. They tried to take him out the other day. Infiltrated his platoon and tried to take his ass out because of what he stood for. I mean, like, with things going the way they are, bro, I mean, yeah, we do need to pray, but I mean, motherfuckers gonna need to start acting. Stop standing aside. I mean, I think we've stood apart for too long, and that's why they continue to win. And anyone that... Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead. The thing that worries me is, like, I'm with you what you're saying, but like, what worries me is that won't be the solution, or like there would just be a whole lot of casualties and the issues still be there. You know what I mean? Because it's like the people that are in power and making decisions, like,
put it this way, make no mistake, those millionaires are more than prepared for us to stand up and wipe us out. Because all it takes, the U.S. has bombed American citizens before. Look it up. Okay? So make no mistake, if they have to do it again, they will do it again. Just to keep doing what they're doing. Was that the cat?
All right, I'm back. My bad.
You and your cat. You and your. Yeah, he says we're going to war soon because Trump wants to take Greenland. Yeah, he's been talking about that shit for years, and man, yeah, he wants
What's
a
the
war. He wants some
situation with
kind of war.
Venezuela?
He's talking about is for drugs or whatever the case may be. Look, he just pardoned a dude that trafficked thousands of pounds of cocaine into the U.S. So to say that it's about drugs, like, yeah, dog, miss me with the bullshit. Again, half of the stuff, when it pops up on my shit, I look at it and I'm like, you know what? I don't even want to dive into it because they're feeding us bullshit. Feeding us a ton of bullshit to pull the okie doke so we don't see what's going on, or we're distracted from what we really want to know. I mean, yeah, we want to know what's on that motherfucking list. Oh, yes, he does want his millionaire buddies to get more money. Hey, Jesse the Body Ventura was just on. I like how he calls he's like, I won't even refer to him by name. I just call him a draft dodger because he's a bitch. He's like, me and guys my age, we're all Vietnam War vets. We went and fought for this country, while rich boys like him drafted dodged the draft and played golf like the pussies there. I was like, you know what, Jesse? For once, I'm cool with what you're saying right now. But look, he wants a war this way. Depending on how long that war, lasts, there'll be no election when the time comes. You know exactly what he wants to do, dude. Like, again, becoming Canadian is starting to look more like
And I'd say Australia, but the wildlife out there is.
Oh no, I wouldn't. Oh, dude, I already don't sleep, dude. There's too many things that could kill you, dog. Like,
they got demogorgons out there, bro. Speaking of Stranger Things, they got like demogorgons,
bro. No thanks. But like,
bro, and they're so casual about it. You see the videos, these humongous spiders in their room, and they're just like, "Oh yeah, it just happened." Like
pimping.
Bro, my heart would have stopped.
Most of the Australians that I've ever come across have been cool as fuck. So I don't know anything about them being racist. But I'm gonna tell you, man, when it comes to being Australian, those are the original G's, bro. Those niggas are gangsters for living over there. Dude, yeah, I have 100%. Yeah.
So
damn right, you. Dude,
it seems like a beautiful country, but like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
I'll tell you this, man. Back when I physically could do it, I didn't mind a fight. I never stood down from a fight, but nigga, when it comes to things that you can't reason with, like a cockroach, a spider, an animal, like, hey, man, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's high-pitched screams for me when those things.
It's so casual. That's the part that disturbs me the most. It's like they see it and it's like, oh, yeah, that happens. No, that shouldn't. I got to burn the whole house down. Burn the whole house down, bro.
You have to shake your motherfucking shoes before you put them things back on. So like, yeah, Australia, no thanks, I'm good. But I can only pray that something good happens for this country and for the people that live in this country. Not just for us, but we all deserve some kind of good in our motherfucking life. Like,
crash. We're going off the cliff.
Let me tell you, driving. I was on a delivery in Florida one time in a pickup truck. This was like in Ocoee, in like in the countryside. Was it Ocoee? Yeah, it was like Ocoee. So I'm in like a back road, and all of a sudden, my window was down. Out of nowhere, a fucking wolf spider lands in my motherfucking lap. Now, I can't tell you that I remember putting the truck in park. All I can tell you is that immediately that door opened, and I rolled the fuck out. The vehicle stopped, so thankfully nothing happened. But yeah, dog, I don't fuck around, Hugh. I don't fuck around. If it's spiders, roaches, all that shit. With roaches, I keep mentioning roaches. An episode of the X-Files really flipped me out when those roaches were going in your ear. No thanks, dude. Nah, I'm good. I am all the way good with that shit. But
Girls just don't care, bro. They'll crawl
nah.
into anything. They don't give a shit.
And that would have been me. And that would have been me.
Jesus,
that
take the
would have
wheel.
been me. Damn right.
I gotta go. I can't be in the car with the spider. I can't.
So yo, I'm hearing that Trae Young gets traded during a game.
Yeah. Trae, last season, was it last year, I think? But this past offseason, Atlanta didn't offer him an extension. So that kind of started the talks of like, oh, okay, they're not investing in the future. I mean, he's 27 years old. He's in the prime of his career. He's like a 4 or 5 time All-Star. He's been All NBA. But, they've got other young guys that have like stepped up, and he's flawed. He's a flawed player. I get that. But once they didn't extend him, that was kind of the start of it. And I guess he wanted to go to Washington. I think the Washington, the GM was in Atlanta. He's got a connection to the decision makers in Washington, and they've got a nice young team, man.
Because some are saying that DC was another place he wanted to go because after he's done balling, he wants to go into politics. I didn't know if that was truth or just people just talking shit.
No, I can see that. He seems like a good cat. Seems like he's got his head on his shoulders, right? But they've got some good young talent, and that's the thing that gets me though. Is this is an all-star player. You traded him. I love CJ McCollum. I've always loved CJ McCollum, but he's definitely on the back. Yeah, he's on the back nine. And Kispert. I'm sorry if I'm butchering that name, but to trade Trae, and you don't get any draft picks. They don't have their own draft picks because of the DeJounte Murray trade a few years ago. So to trade your cornerstone player and not even get any future prospects from it. CJ, like I said, he's on his way to towards the end of his career. And I think he's on an expiring deal, but essentially Trae was too, because with them not offering the extension this season, he could have opted out and then went wherever. But I think it was a good trade for DC, and I mean I guess it was for Atlanta because they're putting the ball in Johnson's hands and saying this is your team. They got Chris Stapps, Aneka Okonwu. They got some decent young players. Zachary Ricochet was a first pick last year or the year before. I guess it makes sense because they didn't want to invest in him in the future. But to me, I don't know. I don't know, not getting at least a first somewhere. But hey, shout out to Trae, man. Watch that.
I wanted to ask your opinion on something. This is something that happened a couple of weeks ago, and chime in if you will too, Hugh. But this involves Giannis in a game where I believe the game was pretty much over, and Giannis has the ball and goes in and foops it, and I guess it causes a little stir towards the end. Now, the internet was interneting. People are debating that, one side is like, he shouldn't have done that. The other side is like, well, whatever. What is your stance on that? How do you feel? Should he have held on to the ball, let the clock run out, or pad his stats and get that dunk in for a little highlight?
Honestly, I know it's a quote unquote unwritten rule. Once the game is, once it's out of reach, catch just dribble the clock out. But with the numbers, the stats being so important to these guys' salaries, and it could be the difference in being all NBA or an all-star one year. You know what I mean? I'm of the belief you play until the zeros across the board, regardless of score, regardless of situation. You play out, you're getting paid to do this. Just finish the game. But I can understand old school cats mentality of oh, that's cheap points or whatever. Stop it. Stop him. You see, well, Yeah,
Play
play
hard to
hard
the
until the
buzzer.
buzzer.
I want to
Yeah.
fight you guys on this, but you made such a valid point on that. You know what?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That is true. With numbers being what it is, yeah.
And it factors into like their salaries, these max extensions, like whether you can be an all-star or an all-NBA player. Like, hey, maybe those 2 points helps him keep his average at a certain point to where an incentive kicks in and he gets extra, you know what I mean? An extra million or whatever. I don't know. Like anything could be the case, but I would play into the buzzer. That's it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to switch my stance on that and say the same thing too. Anyone listening out there, let us know what you think, man. Play to the buzzer, or hold on to the ball and be respectful, quote unquote, if you will. But yeah, it is a different era. It is. It is. It is a completely the way these guys think, the way they play, the mentality. I mean, for me personally, I don't think the mentality is team related anymore. It's about me. Nothing.
And I don't think it's an enjoyable product to watch anymore. I hate to say that because I love basketball. I don't think I've watched a full NBA game in years at this point.
I haven't either.
Like I try to keep up with the numbers and who's doing what, but like, it's just not enjoyable anymore. It's 3-point shots, dunks, pick and rolls.
That's it. You don't see anything else. You don't get to see anything else but that. You know what I mean? Which kills me because LeBron will get all this love for being in the NBA for so long, winning 4 championships, but everybody forgets how many he's lost. And then people don't want to mention what he did to get to those championships, whereas Steph gets no kind of love. Like, dude, Steph won 4 championships. Steph has literally changed the way the game is played. But yet, he's not up in GOAT debate, but LeBron is. Get the fuck out of here.
He did it on one team as well. And he did it in the same era as LeBron. But,
he gets no kind of, none whatsoever.
So yeah, Steph should definitely be in more of these GOAT conversations. I think Tim Duncan is another one that gets left out of these a lot. But yeah, the NBA, I don't know, man. The last couple years, it's felt like that, where it's just, I don't know, it's just not enjoyable. I like watching Oklahoma. Like, I haven't watched them a full game, but the stuff that I see or the clips that I have caught of Oklahoma, I like how they play the game. They seem to play it at an old school kind of pace. The mid range is still a good shot, even though people think it's a bad shot. If you can it's a good shot.
Oh yeah, Shea. I was getting ready to say Shea's another one of the dudes that just wears weird clothes.
Yeah, they call it fashion now.
Yeah. I'm just gonna leave it at that because I don't want to be accused of. Because Joe Burrow's another one.
Yeah, he does get kind of babied by the refs a little bit. I'll tell you though, the Spurs have beaten them all 3 times they played the season.
Ooh.
If Wemby is healthy, bro, the Spurs are they're really, really good. It feels like they're a little ahead of schedule, but De'Aaron Fox and Wemby, that kid Dylan Harper, Ryan Harper's son, he's nice. Stephon Castle, bro, they got some pieces in San Antonio, and they have just like Oklahoma's.
You mentioned Fox, right?
Yeah, De'Aaron Fox. Yeah, they have so many good draft picks coming up, just like Oklahoma. If Oklahoma wanted to make a swing and go get somebody, bro, they got so many firsts going into the next few years.
Dylan Harper's mom is nice as fuck too. People.
Hey, shout out to Ryan Harper, man.
Yeah. Because Dylan Harper's mom is a Filipina, if I'm not mistaken. And she's a baller too, man.
He's the 6th man in San Antonio. He'd be starting on pretty much any other team in the league, or most other teams.
And being the 6th man, that's not a knock. because you get starter minutes. You get starter minutes as a 6-man in most cases. So
and you get to run your unit. Like, you get your own unit to run. Like, I want to add to Cooper Flag. He is what was advertised to me.
Really?
That kid, yeah, bro. He is the defense. The defense makes him. It puts it on a different level. Like, VJ Edgecombe has been awesome as a rookie. Freaking Concanipple in Charlotte has been crazy this season. Like, this rookie class, like Derek Queen in New Orleans, like this rookie class was coming in. It was good, but they're like exceeding expectations in some eyes. But yeah, Coop is like that, bro. And it's his team. Anthony Davis is hurt again, which we all figured out was gonna happen.
Not surprised.
Like,
I like to call that. I like to call that Sterling Shepard syndrome. That's what Anthony Davis has. Sterling Shepard syndrome. Can't stay fucking healthy.
I want to see Coop and Kyrie together, because right now, like, they kind of running Coop as like a point forward, to where he's like doing a lot of the playmaking and the handling. But to get a cat like Kyrie with him on the court, oh, that's gonna be nice. That's gonna be nice. I think so too.
I think so too, Hugh. Hugh says that he thinks AD wants out of there. I think so too, because I don't think he was ever happy with the trade.
No, he didn't sign up for that.
Yeah, I don't think he was ever happy for that. So, yeah, I think he wants out.
Bro,
but
AD is one of the greatest players that can't stay healthy. Like, if he was healthy this whole career, he might be considered in GOAT talks. Talent-wise, he's like that. But, you know, Charles Barkley called him street clothes.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up. You even put the
harder fan suit.
That's fucking hilarious. Like, dude, man, like it's old news, but like, dude, I was watching old clips. Tim Hardaway, Chris Mullin, games with Clyde Drexler. I mean, dude, Brandon Roy came up. Like, his name gets like shoved to the side. Like, Brandon Roy was a problem, bro.
Without the injuries, we're talking about him as one of those guys.
Damn, dude, Brandon Roy wasn't like fuck. Beasley was another one too. I think Beasley's attitude and people being scared of Beasley, you know, because like Beasley is a walking bucket, guaranteed bucket.
He's
like
a
some
hooper,
of the, and those kind of players, Zach Randolph, those kind of players, they don't exist anymore at all. Because again, they want you to be 7 foot tall, able to handle the ball, shoot the three.
I think that's a good thing to have. Like, Jokic, like, can shoot threes, but you know he does a lot of work on the inside. Like, it's a good weapon to have in your arsenal, but that shouldn't be what you are, though. Like, you're a 7 footer. That's a guard. Like, okay.
I miss watching dudes getting posted up, faded away, or even, I mean, shit, crossed up. Allen Iverson was a fucking pro. Dude, for Allen Iverson to do what he did, one man in Philly.
In that era, too. You put AI in this era, oh my God. Oh, with his mentality, oh my gosh.
Shaq was talking about how AI dropped 50 on him. That was that game where he walked over Derek Fisher. And he was like, that was a time where we oh yeah, T. Lou. Was it? I thought it was Fish.
He might have done it to Fish too. In that finals, it was T. Lou. But that was the first. That was game one of the 2001 finals. That's the only game.
Yes, you're correct. You're correct.
Game the Lakers lost. The Lakers went 15-1 that postseason. That's the only game they lost. AI literally just strapped the team to his back. If they would have just given him one more offensive weapon, who knows what could have been. But
Eric Snow, just like LeBron, shooting air balls at the free throw line. How are you an NBA player and you're shooting air balls at the free throw line?
That's insane, man. That is insane.
That shit just, like, dude. Yeah, ball isn't what it is anymore. Like, I can't tell you the last time I watched an entire game. I'll either tune in for the last couple of minutes or or I'll watch the first few. If it's boring,
Mm-hmm.
I'll move on. Because once I start to fiddle with my phone,
Yeah.
then
Check
I,
out
I,
that
I,
one.
I was telling the wife, like back in the day, watching an NFL game or the NBA playoffs, like dude, it was a thing for me. I'd get a
Yeah.
dozen donuts from Dunkin' Donuts, a fucking hoagie, sodas, cookies. I mean, like, dude, I had all the snacks ready so that the entire game, my ass is planted, watching and eating the whole fucking time. Now,
Mm-hmm.
not even close, bro. Not even close. It's a damn shame.
Yeah.
It's a damn shame, but it's not even close. But moving on to the NFL, bro. Oh man, oh man. So Tomlin fired,
Monday.
McDaniel fired, Stefanski fired, which is well deserved for that. Who else? Who else got fired? Oh, Raheem Morris fired.
Raheem Morris got fired. Yeah. Sean Gannon in Arizona got fired. McDaniel's the one that like bothers me, to be honest. I don't
For Miami?
think it was. Yeah, I think he's a damn good coach. It wasn't that long ago that these fools dropped 70 on people's heads. It was like, this might be the greatest offense we've ever seen. Did he just forget how to coach? Or maybe his quarterback has had too many damn concussions? Wasn't all that damn talented anyway. And now this is what we get.
Or is Tyreek Hill really that big of a piece and makes that much of a difference? Because again, when Tyreek left KC, they didn't look the same. When they don't have Tyreek in my, Waddle's a talent too, but for some reason, I mean, is Tyreek really that dude?
Yeah, I think Mike McDaniel's a great coach, a great offensive mind, and like.
So, would you want him in New York?
If we don't get Harbaugh, I would love him in New York. Especially with what we have as an offense, like with Malik Neighbors and Scat and Dart.
You know what? Let me pull a Nori on you. I'm going to give you two different choices. Oh, damn. That's fucked up. He says they extended his contract, but after dinner with the owner, he got fired. That's fucked up.
Wow.
That is fucked up. So, for New York, I'm going to give you two. I'm going to give you. So, the first two is this. John Gruden or McDaniel? Who would you take?
Ooh.
You can play with us too, Hugh. John Gruden or McDaniel for the New York head coaching job?
Oh, that's actually a really good one. Damn. If I had the option to drink, I probably would. For us in particular, I almost want to say Gruden because of the leadership aspect. Not to say that Mike McDaniel doesn't have that, but we know Gruden's is documented. And I feel like that's mainly what our issue is. Like, we need a freaking adult in the room. We've got talent on both sides of the ball all over the field, but we don't have the right leadership that's like guiding it.
So you're going with Gruden on that one?
Yeah, but if we're just talking straight schematics and like an explosive
offense,
pick
one.
It'd be McDaniel for like that purpose of it. But for us in particular, like I'll say, for us, I would say Gruden. But Atlanta, I would say Mike McDaniel over Gruden. With that talent that they have, they just need somebody that can just open it up. We need somebody that can like lead. Yes, Harbaugh, I think is the perfect guy for us.
Now, that's where I was going next. Now you have a choice between Harbaugh or Tomlin.
Harbaugh. I love Mike T.
There was there was no explanation there. Just straight Harbaugh, huh? Oh, buddy.
No, I love Mike T.
I'm not even going to fight you on that. Mike T. I think I'm going to piggyback what I heard one of the analysts say. He hasn't evolved.
Yes.
With the new date, with the way things are done now.
Mm-hmm.
And the old way, the old way is respected and can still work, but you got to add a little bit of new to it. And I don't think there's been a little bit of new for like, dude, he's won every season he's been a coach.
Yeah, he's never had a losing record. My only
You
thing
know?
with Tomlin is like I don't like the coordinators that he picks. Because I feel like they don't like Todd Haley, all those years that they had him, those and that's when they had Big Ben. And I think that was he was toward the end of his peak, but he was still Big Ben. And like they couldn't get out of their own way a lot of the time. Like I feel like the guy that got in there now, like the defense is, hit or miss, but I wouldn't hate either one of those though. Like I feel like that's like a pick 'em. I would love Harbaugh me, but if they were like, "Oh, we're gonna get Tomlin," I'd be like, "Bet." I bet he's offers the same thing that Harbaugh does, the same thing that Gruden, like leadership, somebody that can like direct this ship. We got talent, like I said, all over. We just need somebody that can like harness it and push it forward.
Rick had mentioned that Stefanski was on the list. I do not want that ass clown in New York. All right, fuck Stefanski. Stefanski can eat a bag of baby fucking dicks. All right, fuck that dude. There's no way in hell. Like, if he were to come to New York, I'm not going to abandon the team, but fuck that guy. He's just going to ruin shit.
Yeah, bro. I don't want nothing that the Cleveland Browns team not good enough. That's insane.
Yeah, fuck him.
2-time coach of the year, my ass. I don't care. I take, what's his name, the defensive coordinator, Schwartz. I take him over Stefanski because that was the only thing good about that damn Cleveland team was that defense.
If in fact what they're saying about Stefanski holding a grudge because Dion dumped water on his whoever the fuck it was back in the day, you know what? If that is true, I don't want a bitch ass nigga like that coaching the team. Fuck you, you petty little bitch.
I want the Harbaugh.
You know what? Pete Carroll. I think Pete Carroll would serve better maybe as a coordinator at this point.
Yeah, or like an executive. Like,
because I like him as a coach. I like him as a coach. He did it well in Seattle. Got them a couple of rings. Yeah, he's a great motivator. Now, do we know whether or not he's an offensive mind or a defensive mind?
I feel like I always thought it was offense. I thought that was his thing. Like even his first stint in the NFL, USC and stuff. I thought it was the offense. I thought that was his side of the ball.
Because I think it'd be perfect, man. Plus, being on the sidelines with those guys, the way he relates to the dude, it's like John Gruden. The way they relate to these players, especially on the field, like it's a good thing. And those are things that New York needs. Dude, Harbaugh, I would love it.
Yeah.
Tomlin, McDaniel, you seem to know more about him than I do. If you say that he is what that, I wouldn't mind that either. But for the most part, Harbaugh, Tomlin, and Gruden would be my top personally. Would be the guys I want to see coaching.
I love McDaniel too. Like, especially like I was saying, like if I felt like, I'm gonna beat around the bush about it. Mike McDaniel, if that was the hire, I'm on board because I know for a fact that offense is gonna look way better than it's looked in years. Like he's gonna you watched him with Tua and like Tua led the league in passing. Like this wasn't like an aberration. Like Mike McDaniel did that. Before that, Tua was getting benched for fucking Fitzy. They were like flip flop jobs. So like we're not gonna sit here and act like Mike McDaniel can't coach. I always go back to 2020. If they would have drafted Justin Herbert, they wouldn't be in this position. Maybe they would have never even hired Mike McDaniel. Because Flores probably wouldn't get fired. You still got Waddle. You might have still got Tyreek. And what would that look like with Justin Herbert slinging that rock to these guys? With Achane and even like Washington is not a bad, number 3. But
that would be disgusting as fuck right there, bro.
Like I look at Miami as like, because the report was they fired McDaniel like after Harbaugh got fired, and like they're looking for a general manager, and they were thinking, like the reporting was, well, they're gonna go get the Chargers vice president because he has a relationship with the Harbaughs, and then Jim and him are gonna come in together, or John and him are gonna come in together in Miami, but they just hired the Packers VP, so And they said they haven't even talked to Harbaugh. Or like there's been no communication. So I don't know.
They need to talk to him.
I mean, the Packers are a solid organization too. Like I feel like Miami's got questions. Like the quarterback is a huge one. Trading Jalen Phillips midseason to me was a bad sign because I know he's coming up on a contract, but he's easily your best defensive player. Like Minkah Fitzpatrick doesn't look like what he used to be. Bradley Chubb's probably going to want to get traded. Tyreek, I mean, if he does come back to Miami, is he the same Tyreek, or does he want to play football anymore?
After an injury like that?
Yeah.
And even like when Cam Scadaboo comes back, I don't think Cam is going to be the same either.
I think Cam, I feel better because like his thing isn't predicated on speed like Tyreek's is. Like Tyreek is, you know, like getting past cats. Like I think Scat's still gonna have that like that dog to where I'm just gonna run through a wall. But Tyrone Tracy showed a lot in these last few weeks too. That 1-2 punch, this should be what we thought it could be. We probably should still look at running backs just to be safe. But yeah, man, I think that Giants job is attractive as hell. I mean, obviously I'm wearing Giants gear. I'm a huge fan, but
I mean,
the number 5 pick, you got your quarterback, you got a running back, you got a couple running backs, you got neighbors,
a solid defense.
Yeah. The defense looked really good after they fired the coordinator. I wonder how that works.
I don't know how you have those pass rushers and you're not blitzing all the fucking time. Like, no quarterback in the league should be safe for the kind of pass rushers the Giants have. Like, no quarterback should be safe. But, like, dude. That is. Somebody just Scadaboo's diarrhea. That's messed up, man.
I think he's gonna come back. Hey,
that's you know what? Shout out to the Bears, man. I got to. Who would have thought? Who would have thought they would be where they're at?
That's why I say if we get a Harbaugh, that could be an instant change. Like look at Chicago last year, or even New England last year. Bro, look at them now. Like they're division winners. Top 2 seeds. Like, bro, because they had the quarterback, they have the talent. It's just you need that leadership. That's.
Let me just throw this out there since we got a Bear fan listeing.
A bunch of stuff.
I like that.
Oh, yeah.
What if?
That's perfect.
Can you imagine a Chicago-New England Super Bowl?
Ooh.
Can you imagine?
Oh, the battle of the
nobody's bet on that. Nobody's bet on that. Nobody. I don't think I've heard anybody call it. And with the way both these teams are playing,
it's on the board now.
You know what, Hugh? Oh, man, I don't know what I predicted before, but like when I think about how Chicago's playing and how lights out New England is playing, those other teams that are there, they're ballers too. Because what do we have? The Rams?
The Rams, Seahawks, Niners, Eagles.
But I mean, dude, with the way these two teams are playing, though, can you imagine? Chicago, New England.
And I got to switch my pick from last week. Because remember I said it was based on if Baltimore wins their game. And they didn't do it. So, like, I still say Buffalo out of the AFC. That's what the heart wants. What the mind is telling me is, oof, it could be Denver. Yeah.
I'm with you on the Rick shit, man. I'm with you on the Rick shit because the bettors Vegas is gonna get what they want and who they want, so they can get that money. But I mean, you know what? Shit, should I call it Chicago, New England? I don't know what I called a couple of weeks ago because I forget 5 minutes ago. But
I wonder what's the sexy matchup though. Like, what's the if the NFL has their way, what's the matchup they want for the Super Bowl? Where it's going to be explosive,
that's a good question.
Offense and defense all over. I would say the Rams would be one of those teams. The Niners are so hurt. Seattle's awesome, but they're their quarterback Sam.
Do we really think Darnold can do it? I mean, that's
mean,
no
that's
knock
it.
to him because he's playing well, though. He's playing well. Yeah. It's gonna. That's tough, man. That's tough. But hey, look, if it turns out to be Chicago and New England, you heard it here first. I said it.
You know what? I could see a Buffalo Rams Super Bowl.
Ooh.
But I don't know if Buffalo's defense is going to be able to get them. Their defense.
Here's my thing.
So,
Josh Allen is all they got, and Cook.
Yeah.
So can the two of them carry that offense enough?
Hugh,
we
if
would
it's
like
not now, then when is it? Like, if it's not now, then when is it? No Burrow, no Mahomes, no Lamar. What's in the way now? Well, you know what I mean? Like,
as a New Yorker, we want that to happen, Hugh, because Buffalo's the only New York team that actually plays in New York. So as a Giant fan, my team isn't in. So I would lend a little support to the New Yorker. Yeah.
And you know what too? Think about it though. Like these last few years, New England's been down since Brady left, right? That window was the window for Buffalo. Now Drake May's emerged. That bitch might be shut already. And then what a wasted opportunity. Not to say that they didn't try, but you know what I mean? Like they'll look back at this and be like, oh my God, we had a chance to really be something special.
Because outside of Cook, Keon Coleman is a disappointment. Shakir, you can, he's on and off. They don't use the tight ends, They don't use the tight ends the way they're supposed to. Like when you have dudes like Kincaid and Knox, that's the equivalent of having like Gronk and Aaron Hernandez a little bit. Maybe not as good as those guys, but like right there, you have two solid tight ends and a good running back.
Yeah.
Which means
New England offense from the the late 2010s or the early 2010s. Yeah. Two tight
and that
ends,
would open up little niggas like Shakir.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe if Keon Coleman wants to play some fucking football, maybe he'll catch a ball or two. But again,
Gabe Davis is liable to go crazy in a playoff game like he did a couple years ago. And now that he's back, and I think they got don't they have Brandon Cooks now?
Yes, you're right. Everyone's trying to reproduce. But it's like, do they have enough to compete and try to win? Because I mean, you got New England, monster talent. Seattle, yes, they do. Yes, they do. Because Keon Coleman was supposed to be their new, he was supposed to be their, their guy. But this motherfucker, having all these issues.
Yeah, New England, Denver's defense.
Ooh, I forgot.
Been on a heater. Houston's been on a heater. I think Houston's won like 9 straight games or something crazy like that.
Who would have thought fucking Houston, dude? Houston, their defense all year. Yeah. In fantasy football, Houston's defense on more than one occasion got me a ton of fucking points.
Oh yeah,
who would have thought? So it's like, man,
like Hugh said, like Mahomes not being there is huge for Josh in particular. But this might be the weakest Buffalo team that he's had since they've been prominent.
Yeah.
So it's like
ever.
It'd be a beautiful story though. And honestly, this might be the year. If the script thing is a real thing, this is a perfect script.
Josh just getting engaged. Josh getting engaged. They're about to have a baby, winning a Super Bowl. Like, hey, man. Josh and Haley, if you guys are listening and you need a godfather for the baby, holla at your boy. Oh, yeah. Puka Nakua.
See, the Rams, the Rams are getting their guys back now. Devontae's coming back. Like, the defense is getting healthier. The Rams, bro.
Stafford is proven to be that dude.
Yeah. They can go in anybody's house and whoop them. I want to see the NFL change their playoff system, though. That's Carolina being in there 8-9.
Let me ask you a what-if question.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think Matt Stafford wins more games with the talent that is now in Detroit? And does Detroit go further with Matt Stafford if he's there with that talent?
Right now, if Stafford was
Mm-hmm.
there with like St. Brown and J-Mo,
Mm-hmm.
yes, I think so. Especially with Ben Johnson as the OC, because that's essentially like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, and nothing against Jared Goff, he's very solid, but no, Stafford's. I think that's a different level of player. They would go crazy, especially with J-Mo speed. You could just throw go balls in, just run down to the pylon, bro. Just hit the end zone.
Matt
I'll give it to
Stafford
you.
throws a pretty fucking ball. You know, there are guys in the league who throw a pretty ball. Matt Stafford, Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
Pat wants to.
Yeah. Patrick. I forgot. My bad. That's blasphemy for me not to mention him.
Gibbs, like Gibbs and Montgomery. Stafford's had talent when he was in Detroit. He ain't ever have a team like what they got.
Ooh.
And their defense is good. Or their pass.
You know, Hugh, that does not surprise me. I heard that Rashee Rice, but is she talking shit?
That's true.
I want to see the Rams too, man. But I mean, for some reason, dude, now that Chicago New England thing is sticking. Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, if I'm praying that it isn't true that Rashay beat up his girl.
Yeah, I saw something about that too.
I will say when it comes to NFL players, because of the blows they take to the head, I mean, it's messed up, but it's one of those things, man, where this is the side effect, if you will, you know?
Yeah, prone to beat their women up, that's for sure. Wow.
Oh, if she's pushing that hard, then
this would be 2 back-to-back off seasons of him getting in trouble. I mean, they could have really used him this year. I mean, I know he played, but they could have really used him in the first 6 weeks. It would have been a better position.
For players like him, if she has pictures and shit. If she has, I got to look into that. Like, if she has fuck, then yeah. Because
that's bad news.
Players like him, is it the fact that they don't have a dad that causes these kind of... He said Ray Rice is on my... Hey, look. To bring up the Ray Rice thing, I'm going to say this. She was putting hands on him all night long. Okay? And for those that know me, and if you listen to me, you know this. I don't advocate beating women. But if you're defending yourself, that's a different thing. She was putting hands on him all night long. At some point, what did you expect? I mean, he did carry her out of the elevator. He could have just left her.
But
it may look like he dragged her.
Like he was like whooping on her, like just because it was Tuesday. Yeah, like ugh. I don't know, man.
And the CTE's kicking in that early when it comes to Rice. How old is that kid? Because he seems to do dumb shit all the fucking time. So
25. He can't be older than 25, 26. He's only been in the league a couple years. Honestly, it might be time to move on.
Yeah, might be time to drop his ass, because if that's what he's doing. Hey, look, man.
So he did last year with the car thing. You know, getting them people hurt, crashing his shit, leaving the scene.
Yeah. Lock his punk ass up if that's what he's about. Lock his punk
all
ass
this
up
money,
if that's what he's about.
All this opportunity that these cats get. Like, why are you doing anything to risk it? Like, they might be. Hey, maybe.
He may be.
I just don't
he may
cats, man. It's like,
look,
I wouldn't
man,
do anything to risk it.
Yeah, Ray Rice was a monster, dude. You know, and considering they still ended up getting married, you would have thought the NFL could have just forgave that because no charges were pressed. Never went to jail. The dude was still young. You know what I mean? Can you imagine the records this dude would have broke?
And people have killed people and played in the NFL next season.
You know what I'm saying? You mean to tell me the dude can't knock his girl out and come back to play? I mean, come on, dog. Y'all let what's that dude's name? Hardy. I don't want to joke about that. That's not funny. But again,
I like what
he was
happened to
getting
him
hit
in the
all
UFC
night.
though. When he was fighting men.
I
He got
loved
some
watching
work.
his ass get knocked out. That punk ass bitch. Who's playing at 7:00 today? Hate to put you on the spot.
Is it Chicago? Is it Chicago and Green Bay?
Nah, that can't be the game, is it? Yeah, Ray could have put up some moms.
The Rams are playing Carolina now. Yeah, it's Chicago hosting Green Bay at 8 on Prime, and then tomorrow is Buffalo, Jacksonville at 1, San Fran, Philly at 4:30, the Chargers and Pats at 8, the Sunday night game, and Monday is Houston and Pittsburgh. That wraps up the wild card weekend.
All right. Well, we'll see what happens. We'll see if Chicago makes it through. Makes that Super Bowl push.
Oh,
but hey,
before we go, I do want to shout out my Miami Hurricanes going to the Natty. I love this for us. Carson Beck put the team on his back. I don't want him to do that against Indiana because we are going to lose by 100. Play a team game. Indiana, what they did to Oregon, as a Miami Hurricane fan, it is so. It made me feel some kind of way. I didn't know they were going to do Oregon like that. But
well, congrats,
yeah, man,
congrats to the Hurricanes.
Awesome.
Congrats to the Hurricanes. But hey, I want to thank everybody for chiming in. I want to thank everybody for chiming in and watching and participating. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share. And join us next week for our 3-year anniversary episode. It'll be 3 years we've been on the air. So yeah, please join us. We'll see what we have in store for next week. But yeah, thank you guys. Yeah, you too, Hugh. Appreciate that very much, brother. And for the other folks participating today, thank you. And thank you for joining us. Signing off, I am Al, joined by my brother Marcus. Peace.
Crips, the cars, the clothes, the bitches, the guns, the knives, the aerosol. Smashing the niggas is trying to stop the dough. To get focused, nigga, we about to blow. Money, the jewels, the cribs, the cars, the clothes, the bitches, the guns, the knives, the aerosol. Smashing the niggas is trying to stop the dough. To get focused, nigga, we about to blow.